Yeah, exactly. You can't go to court looking like Sideshow Bob, bro. You gotta at least button up a little bit, bro.
No, I ain't button. Man, this is what I look like. This is what my money look like. Welcome to Rod Uncensored podcast. This is Rod Uncensored. I got a special guest on here, Thezz Grimes, comedian from Harford County. How you doing today, yo?
I'm good. What's going on?
Oh, man, you know what I mean? Doing these open mic circuits in Harford County, going to the Riverside Pub. I didn't know it was open mics around Harford County, man. I'm just a little boy from Aberdeen. I didn't know what Harford County had comedy.
You grew up in Dean?
Yeah, I grew up in Dean, right in Baldwin Manor, Washington Park.
Okay. My family from there, and also Washington Edmond. That's where my mom grew up.
Yeah. I'm related to the Murphys. You probably know some Murphys.
A few. A few.
So yeah, that's my people. But yeah, man, I didn't know it was a scene for comedy in Harford County, man. There's so much bad things you can get into. I never heard nobody say they want to be a comedian out there, man.
That is true. It took off probably around 2011, 2012. It was popping pretty good Harford County wise. Then it kind of died off around 2014, 2015. The last I want to say 4 years since the pandemic. It's been pretty good. A lot of places to do comedy. We don't have to go to Baltimore or DC or Philly or York or wherever to find open mic. We can find a lot here, and I love that.
And you know me, growing up, you know what I mean. I'm probably much younger than you. I'm only 32. But it was so many people I ran across who were funny. You know what I mean? Just talking shit, drinking a beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At cookouts. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker would be perfect. You know what I mean? Now looking at it, because I'm into it now, I'm like, damn, that nigga could apply himself and put something on paper.
What made you want to get into it?
I don't know, man. I just one day I thought about it. I wanted to be a rapper. It didn't come to fruition for me. I went double plastic. But no, I always used to say slick shit. And you know what I mean? After, you know what I mean? In the beginning, I wanted to get in MMA when I was younger. You know what I mean? I was doing MMA for a little bit. And then I started podcasting. And I've just been talking shit on podcasts. Niggas like, yo, you should try it just to see what it'd be like. And I tried it for the first time in April. I've always been like a class clown in school, all my years in school. So I said, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I got a lot of traumatic things that I laugh at.
You did it at pub in April? Was that your first?
Yeah, I did it in the pub in April with Bailey. Okay. Bailey Storefield.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, it's so I started 2010, and I'm telling you, brother, it was hard to find a place to do comedy. It was there was nowhere in Harford County at all for me. I had to go when Magoobies was in it was in Parkville. That's the first place I ever did comedy, 2010. Now I was trying to find places. Most local I could find was a place in Port Deposit in Cecil County. That was probably the closest I could get. I ended up doing a guest spot there. It's where Lee's Landing is now, but it was called Susquehanna Grill. And I'm doing a guest spot there. Back then, so here's the crazy part. Now, back then, you had to email the owner or whoever, or send your shit that way, try to get on. Now you can just walk in, who's running this and like that. But back then you had to really email them your shit, who you are and all that and all that. But I ended up doing a guest spot there, and the owner liked me. Then I think I did a guest spot maybe a few months later for Mickey Coachella, and I ended up hosting regularly there for the next 15 months until the place closed down.
Yeah, man. I've been going to, like I said, the Riverside Pub, mainly in Cool J's with my man Major Johnson.
Major, yeah, that's a good dude.
Yeah, he been giving me advice, and
Yeah, I mean,
I've been dealing with him. I've been dealing with him and Marv at Cool J's a little bit. I'm
yeah,
gonna try a bar. I'm gonna try Bar 13 probably next week. My man Dylan Tucker been telling me about Bar 13. Right
yeah,
in
that's a fun
Wilmington.
run by Fenway.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, man. But yeah,
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. You got to check Wednesdays out. Bailey's got his barrel house on Wednesdays.
yeah, but I live in Delaware now, so I don't live in Harford County.
Oh, okay.
So I do stop out there because I feel like I wanted to get some work done in Harford County because that's where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I got my mic is over every third Thursday of the month in Havre de Grace.
yeah, I didn't know. I never knew that Hattie Grace had a theater.
Yeah, right. So that place, it used to be back in the 50s, 60s, it was a movie theater. I think yeah. I think it turned into a church in like the early 90s. I remember going there as a kid to the movies in the 80s, going there. And then it turned into a church, and now it's back to being a theater. Yeah. They do everything there. Music, comedy, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? Like I said, it's good to see that though, man. I'm seeing now Bailey posting TB3 does comedy locally. You know what I mean? It's good to see that.
Happening
You know what I
Grill.
mean? It's some kind of entertainment in Harford County in Aberdeen, especially.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Linus got Happening Grill once a month. In Havre de Grace, there's Battery Island Brewery does their showcase once a month. Market Street Brewery, also in Havre de Grace, does a once a month show. Besides open mic that I have. And yeah, TB3, hopefully they get that popping again. There's always it's the scene is expanding tremendously.
And I think it's great to show these young guys. It's a lane for entertainment, and you don't got to do what's the Harford County and Aberdeen, Edgewood, Havre de Grace is known for. You know what I mean? It's something. It's another outlet you can express yourself in a positive way. I think it's major.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Is
might
that
not be able to make it in hoops.
Your background? Where's your background?
It's Trump and Kanye, man.
Oh Lord! Oh, make America groovy again.
Yeah, man. And that's what that's my joke, really. I joke about Trump getting back in office and child support reform. That was my last joke. And you know what I mean? So that was my last joke. So you know what I mean? So
that's something you should be jumping on. Yeah.
I try to like tackle things I don't try not to do cap comedy. I try to make it close as I can to my personal life. You know what I mean? Without offending people.
I mean, you can't help but you offend. That's on them. That's not really. Yeah. And nothing you can do about that. You can't make somebody feel some way. That's on them.
Yeah. But man, so you say you got into it in 2011, but what made you want to get into entertainment and comedy, you know what I mean, in 2011?
Yeah, 2010 was when I started. In 2009, I was like, I always was doing like crazy New Year's resolutions. Like I would always like just random shit would be my New Year's resolution. And my New Year's resolution once like 2009 when I was like, I gotta think of something. I was like, maybe I'll do stand up. I was like, yeah, that's it. So my New Year's resolution was 2010 was to start doing stand up. And it took me forever to find a place to do stand up. Like I was like, I don't know where to find open mic at. I looked Delaware, Baltimore. I was looking all over just to find some place. And I finally found Magoobies. And it wasn't like now, you just show up to open mic and just say, hey, can I do this? Or you can social media, hit up whoever's running the mic and sign up that way. It was like you had to email them. I guess I don't know if it's still the same way now, but you email them and then they would email you back. Back then, though, they only did it once a month. Now I think they do it every week. But back then, it was just once a month. And I think I signed up in March, but the slots were full, and so I had to do April. So I had like a month to prepare, and it was a Wednesday night, I believe. Yeah, I think they did it on a Wednesday night, and the show started. Around like 8:30. I didn't go on till close to midnight. There is 22 comedians that were signed up, and their rules were if you got to bring at least 5 people, and you got 5 minutes. If you brought 10 people, you got 10 minutes. That's how they did it. I had brought like 50 people. Like I remember they kept like a tally at the door, and I remember going to check to see how many, and they like had to flip the paper over to see how many. And I can lie and say that I headlined my first show because I went last. I went last, and I also got paid because I won the competition that night.
Do you remember what lines what jokes you hit them with?
Oh yeah, it's still on YouTube. It's still on YouTube, still up there. I remember my whole set, but I still remember all that anyway. I wasn't really like it wasn't the style that I do now, but I remember the last joke that I did was about how my wedding was going to go, and I did like a bunch of voices and stuff like that. Like I did DMX and Lil Wayne and Outlandish. It was just a crazy how my wedding was going to go, and I had a theme song and everything. Yeah.
Wow. Did you? So you got a lot of laughs and me clapping.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people look at their first shot and kind of cringe. I don't really cringe at it. Also, I had dreads back then, so that's all. That's the only thing I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I was young. Grow hair.
Like in the beginning, me off that first performance, did you ever like bomb or have quiet moments in your sets?
And the first set I did?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it wasn't a lot of lull. Like there was a lot of comedians have that but it wasn't not a lot. It was, I did 11 or 12 minutes, and it wasn't a lot of lull. Like the jokes, the people, like if you go back and listen, there are people laughing because it was mainly a lot of stuff that I know the people there would get. Like it was not like local jokes, but it was just stuff about me that they would get. So it's not cringeworthy. It's not that bad. Other sets after that though, like second, third, fourth times after that, I remember those like being, oh man.
Because it scares me when I hear like, when you're just like quiet, the room is quiet a little bit. I get nervous. I noticed that to me personally. Sometimes I get nervous, and then I'm like, damn, what kind of low hanging fruit I can hit somebody with to get a laugh? I stopped, cut that shit out, and like, yo, if they ain't gonna laugh, I just gotta go back to the board and redo it. You know what I mean? But that used to scare me, a quiet room when shit don't hit.
I mean, that's probably why people don't do comedy. There's only 2 ways it's gonna go. They're gonna laugh or not gonna laugh. There's 2 ways they're gonna go. Or I won't say laugh or not gonna laugh. They're gonna react or they're not gonna react. Because a groan is that's a reaction. So like if you get that, that's still a reaction. If you say nothing, if you just sit there and stare, that's the part you'd be like, oh shit, and you get nervous, like what the fuck, where I go now? But everybody eats a dick, so it happens. Don't matter if you've been in this game for a day or 20 years.
I know social media, with this posting like short clips. I noticed, it with this game, it's come with a little bit of hate, and a lot of people would like say like slick shit on social media wise. Like I had a joke about OJ and my baby mom, like people sending shit like that was lame. Why would you joke about that? Like it's my sense of humor. I'm gonna joke what I want to joke about. You know what I mean? But I definitely see social media is different.
Yeah, I'm from a era where we didn't really post on social media, so I haven't really done that. But comedy's subjective. I see shit. If I don't find it funny, I just roll the fuck on. But there's people that gotta let you know how they feel. That shit was weird to me, but it is what it is. That's the game we in now.
So how many, like, after that, like, when did you get your first booking? You know what I mean? With this, you got to pass the amateur phase. You got your first booking to do a paid show. Like, how long did it take you to get to that level from 2011 or 2010? I mean,
It was that night. That
that
night,
night.
I got so you win. So what the thing was, you win money, and then you got to do a guest spot for a comedian at that club. And but there's like they had certain people you couldn't do. Like they had like some really used names. But here's the thing about me, I was so fucking confident in myself. That's one thing, you got to believe in your fucking self and doing this shit. I was so confident in myself. I already picked out who I wanted the guest spot for already before the fucking shit. Before I even did the competition, so they had their calendar on the thing, like who's going to be there upcoming weeks and shit, whatever. And I was like, can I open for Larry Lancaster? Because I heard Larry on the radio on 92Q a whole bunch of times before that. I was like, this dude's fucking hilarious. I don't know if you know, Larry played like this, like a dude on heroin. He would call into the show on 92Q in the mornings. And it was the dude on air. I forget the dude's name, but that was Larry. And I got to open for him. Maybe it was a month later. Yeah, maybe a month after that. So I got paid a month after my first stand-up. But the first person ever like put me on and like get me like gigs was Tim Yaros, Thunder Walrus, and Mickey Coachella.
How did it feel to get paid off of something like comedy? How did it make you feel when you got that payment from the first show?
Great. I was like, yo, it's because like I get paid $50 to $100 for performing 5-10 minutes. That's per hour, and that's good. Man, it's good. I was like, I can do this. This is fun.
And you say you had open. You say you was on the next show with who? You said the other two guys.
Oh, who put me on?
Yeah, you said that story right there. Who put you on again?
Mickey Coachella. Mickey Coachella was on the radio at 98 Rock, was like a pretty big person on the radio at 98 Rock. And then the other one was Tim Yaros, Thunder Walrus. They were the first two to like get me paid gigs. They had just seen me. Tim had saw me at the show that I did for Larry. Tim saw me there, and one of the people that worked there, I told him to check me out, and he checked me out and gave me my props and said, I want to take you on the road with me. It took me to a few places up and down the East Coast. And same thing with Mickey. I did maybe when I got the gig at Susky hosting that, his manager really liked me, and I did a few shows I would host for him and Rain Pryor for about 2 months.
So you never been on the West Coast? What you say?
I've been very lucky.
Yeah, that seems like some, you know what I mean, some Disney stuff from 2010 to just somebody see you won the showcase, and just the moves right there is crazy, man.
Yeah. And that's when I feel like the scene started popping in 2000. Right after that, there was other comedians in the area that started doing comedy around the same time I did, and we ended up forming a group called Color Me Funny in 2000, end of 2011, 2012. We formed a group. It was about 6 of us, which is crazy to have 6 people in a comedy group. But yeah, we were called Color.
What's the normal size
for a comedy? I have not seen one. I've just there's like you've been around since April. Like it's usually just one person's like booking a show. It's like we were like a group of dudes from Harford County. Well, one of us was from Baltimore County, but we're like, it is so hard for us to find places. We're just gonna put our own shit on. Basically, that's what it was. We're like, we're not like trying to like kiss people's ass for time and do all the other shit everyone else is doing. So we ended up. One of the guys had an inn at this place, Sean Boland's in Bel Air. He was doing open mics, like where they had music though, but he would do comedy there. And talked to the owner. The owner gave us a night, a Tuesday night, to put on our show. We ended up doing great there. An owner down the street from there heard about the comedy show and wanted to put on a show there. So on Wednesday nights we would have another show. So it'd be like Tuesday one week, next week would be on Wednesday. Would have another show, and we had quite a few like really good people come through there. And then a little bit after that, we got a show in the city at Delia Foley's in Fed Hill. And that was like our main, like our big room. They had like a nice stage and it was in the city. So we'll get people like Mark Norman and Jason Weems and a whole bunch of Justin Schlegel from 98 Rock. To name a few people that came through. Stavros came through, Shane Gillis. We had like a lot of people that are pretty big now. We had them back in 2012, 2013.
Wow. Yeah, I heard about all them names because I watched Kill Tony. I know that's the hottest thing right now, and I heard it on them.
Yeah,
you know, on the thing.
We had Shane. We had Shane and Bel Air a few months, maybe like 5-6 months. I believe it was before he got that SNL gig, before he moved and was about to do SNL.
Yeah, man, I heard them names, man. And you said so you said you only traveled on the East Coast. You never been to had ideas of going to the West to see how it is comedy wise?
No, I don't fly. I had the ID channel though. I heard it looks really nice. I have the travel channel. I have that. Puerto Rico looks amazing. They have great water.
You don't like flying?
I don't do heights. It's a thing that I don't do. I've flown one time and it was last September, and that's because I had to.
Wow. I can't drive like that.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. But
that's hard life. That's 16 hours in the car. That's rough.
I hear. I mean, I don't want to.
So man, with some you say you've been around the East Coast, so you've been to New York to do it.
Yep. Upstate or in the city, Virginia. Richmond's got a really good scene. I don't know if you've been there yet. Richmond has a really good scene.
No, I haven't
but
been there.
the DMV itself is there's so much talent here that is not really, you don't have, it's good to go out and explore those other places, but it's not as necessary as it used to be. Like you can get your name out here and then go on to someplace else. Like you just have to move and get you just be a little thing here and move and then expand your shit there. Like here you could really grow here and then go on to somewhere else. And that's in the DMV area.
That's why I've been using social media. I've been big on social media, using social media, cut my stuff up, but not expose too much of my jokes, like 60 seconds. You know what I mean? I don't want to give all my stuff. You know what I mean? So,
here's the thing about putting your stuff on social media. Like you can, if you put it out there, it's stuff that's, it's not, this isn't like music. So like when people or comedians put out, a special, like a comedy special, like that joke is done. You know what I mean? Like they can't, it's not like music. Like music, you put out a great album and that's what people want to hear. They want to hear all those hit songs. Yeah. If you nobody wants to hear Dave Chappelle Kill Me Softly if they go see him. They don't want to hear that. Yeah. Like, I remember that. I know all the jokes. Tell me some new shit. That's the difference doing, comedy and music. So you just got to be aware of the shit that you put out online. Was that?
I said, that's why I watched on that. I think it was Joe Rogan or something. Jay Leno was saying that. He said, I never did a special. I did one special. because I want to keep on recycling the same shit over and over again. I could do corporate jobs and I keep on reusing it. You know what I mean?
If they haven't heard it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But who are your influences when you first started, or just in general? Who is your GOAT of comedy?
Oh, I have a lot. But it's not like, like the major players. None of my favorites that I can repeat are like major people. Like it's not like Carlin and Pryor. Like I love, like right now I love watching Tony Roberts, uh
That's
Will
DC, right?
Savance.
That's DC, right? He's from DC, right?
No, it's Tony Woods.
Oh yeah, oh,
But
oh,
Tony Woods
yeah.
is the GOAT. Yeah, we all know Tony's a GOAT. Tony's hilarious. Like you see
Tony
Tony,
Robinson.
he does not do the same thing. Tony Roberts. Tony Roberts is from out of DC. I mean, out of Detroit. I'm sorry. Out of Detroit. Tony Roberts. Hilarious. He's like very animated and just fucking like joke after joke after joke. I wish I could write like that, but I cannot. He's hilarious. Alex Sadiq right now is my just hilarious. One of the best storytellers I've ever heard. He is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Will Savance. Growing up, it was like Damon Wayans and Sinbad were always fun to watch. Anybody that had an HBO special or on Def Jam, I was watching.
Like it's hard for me to come from where I come from to keep my jokes all the way clean, because that's not how I talk. You know what I mean? That's not how I talk on a regular. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like it's probably like a N-word, a nigga after like every 5 sentences. or
my family is pretty religious, and there's not a lot of them have seen my stand-up. My grandparents never saw me perform, but they were very supportive of it. They waited for me to have a clean set. Now, Steve Harvey, I'll tell you this right now, Steve Harvey did a special in a mega church after 25 years of doing comedy called He Ain't Through With Me Yet, and it was a clean show that he did. So I still got about 11 more years till I can just do a clean set compared to Steve Harvey.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? I talk to a lot of people, you know what I mean, that I'm running with in the circle, and they tell me that clean money is different.
It is correct.
That clean money is different.
It is now, but I'm telling you, it's like it doesn't. There's a lot of people that are not necessarily clean now, but they had to do some shows that are clean. They say it's good to work both, but you got to be true to yourself. If that's not you, then that's not you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but if you can adjust yourself and switch your jokes and take that out instead of use this word instead of this word, and be able to do like that, not talk about this subject, talk about this, then yeah, it works in your advantage.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I'm just like I pen something every day or ideas every day in my phone, and I just keep it moving, man. Because I'm so inspired because I work in a warehouse. I see a lot of wild shit in my warehouse every day, and I just write it down.
Same here, brother. Same. Yeah. Do people know you do comedy at your job?
Oh yeah, a lot of people try to battle me.
Oh, I don't see. Here's the thing about me. I've been in my job for like 10 years. They didn't know I was a comedian for the first 2 years I worked there because I didn't talk to any of them. I'm a very different person. I'm not the same person I am at work. There's one person over there that she's been there for me a while, and then she'll tell people, "Oh, he a comedian." They be like, "He talks." He looked angry all the time. You just got because I don't want to talk. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, bitch. Why are we talking? I have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I don't really talk in the morning, but in the lunchroom, we talk sports. You know what I mean? People got a little sports book at my job, so people talk. You know what I mean? So
there's two different lunchrooms. We got the talking lunchroom. I sit in the back where it's with the older ladies and the older folk. I sit back there with them where they want peace and quiet. I'm like, these are my people. We don't ain't nobody. If you on your phone, the old lady will look up at you until you get up and get out the room and take your phone call.
Yeah, I hang out with a lot of older people now because I'm married. I got kids.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
and I'm on my second marriage, so I don't got time to hang out with nobody
Hey,
my age.
that's what I'm talking about. Third time's a charm.
No, this is the last one, but but yeah. So I try to keep my group in my place of life. You know what I mean? I keep.
I hear that is, I hear you. I've lost a lot of my married friends because I'm not married. I've been single for a very long time. I've lost a lot of my married friends. They try to live vicariously through me. They believe that my life is something that's not. They just because I'm single. It's not as stay married, brother. It's not ain't nothing fun over here.
I know it ain't. You know what I mean? So I keep my group like, you know what I mean, the Immortals. You remember the scene in Immortals when they let the Kragans out and they had the people come down, all the guys came out to protect that thing? That's me.
Okay.
I keep it like that. I keep the Nation of Islam security around me. I ain't
Bean pie, my brother.
I keep it simple like that, man. But so what are you know, you've been doing it for what, 14 years?
14 years.
So
Yeah, yeah.
what are your goals now in your part of your comedy journey? You have any goals still, or
Nope.
you just no?
That's it. I think the shit a day at a time. Like it's never everything's has happened for a reason. Like it's anything I've put my mind to though, it's happened to come to fruition. So, but
Okay.
you know, I always had plans, you know, to do this and do that. But some reason I'm still here. Like I wanted to move a long time ago, but that shit didn't work out. And now I'm seeing this scene pop off. So I guess this I'm supposed to be here for a reason. So if I'm whatever I'm supposed to do is going to happen.
So do you have a manager?
Yeah, me. Yeah, I like. I think I'm in there. I don't like other people touching my money. It's some. I don't like. Shout out to the people that do have a manager. It's something like you know. I feel like I've been in this game enough. Like you know, I can uh make those connections on my own and stuff like that. If I need you know go to someplace else, like I don't think it's necessary as much. But if you have a manager that's to each their own, that's good. Some people need that you know network and negotiate deals and stuff like that. But I'm a good enough talker on my own that I'm good.
I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. Yeah, I feel you on
I'm
that,
saying, but
man.
if you get one, let it be somebody close. Like, get your wife to do it, or somebody close to you you trust. If you're gonna get one, somebody you is like your ace, and would definitely, you know, knows who to say no to and who to say yes to.
I'm not at that level right now. I'm still at open mics grinding right
I
now.
hear you,
I'm
but
not.
keep that one in the pocket there. If you trying to get one, somebody you definitely trust.
Like, have you doing in the 14 years? Have you ran into any comedy ops? You know, we all seen the Cat Williams situation in the beginning of the year. Have you run in any beefs comedy wise? Just going through rooms, doing shows.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not one like I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people that don't like me. They don't say it to my face and shit, but it's like it. I mean, I know who like me and who don't, and it don't. What they eat don't make me shit, so I'm not really worried about that.
And you know what I mean?
There's
This
a
what
lot- But in the scene, you'll find there's beefs all the time, and especially in the fucking Baltimore, it's what at least 2 or 3 a year. Somebody and then he's some big shit on Facebook will spill out and shit like that, and then I'm like, ain't neither one of these motherfuckers can fight, so I don't know what the fuck is. What's the point? Why are you yapping? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to either one of them.
well, that's why I told my wife. My wife, I took my wife when we first started dating. She wanted to know why I act how I act. Why am I so aggressive and and, and negative? I tell everybody, Harford County is like what's that thing off of Winnie the Pooh? What's that nigga Eeyore, right? Like
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
When you wake up, you Eeyore because you know it's going something dumb going to happen in Harford County. You know what I mean?
That's
Somebody
good.
going to try to take advantage of you some kind of way. Family members, niggas in the street. You know what I mean? So you always gotta keep yourself guarded on everything. You know what I mean? Loved ones, niggas in the street, people in general, because that's how it is. The industry is everybody trying to climb out that barrel and trying to finesse.
I don't have that anymore. You gotta find the positive around you and then keep that moving. Like I said, what they shit don't make you eat. You just gotta. If somebody having a bad fucking day around me, you just having to get the fuck away from me. I'm good.
No, that's what I was just saying. This how it is out there.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you having a bad day. You know how people be fucking shit and want to talk to me, but I'm like, hey, I got it. I'm leaving. I'll leave you mid sentence because I'm having a good time. Why are you bringing your negativity to me? I have to go. I think it's just me being old. I'm just too fucking old for you to just ruin my mood. No, I have bad moods and shit like that. I'm not saying I'm not perfect shit. When I have bad moods, I go the fuck away from everybody, and so I don't ruin their day. And also, I don't like happy people sometimes. So yeah, happiness is going to ruin my bad fucking mood. You ever got them happy people at work? You got them super happy people at work?
Yeah, I got people like that. You know, be new to the
I can't
job, they be happy.
Oh, too happy.
I got those people, man. But man,
I'm not trying to be.
What you say?
I'm not trying to be evil, but I'll be like, oh, I hope you stub your toe or something. Just fucking smiling too fucking much.
And I got a lot of people like that, but I started noticing too, man. I can see why COVID happened, how it happened, man. Like, we all got co-workers at the job that will take shits, pisses, and walk right out the bathroom. I said, I can see how America, COVID.
Just say old white man. Say old white man. You talking about old white man? That's old white man.
Yeah, a lot of old white men. Like, put chewing tobacco.
Yeah, they get all. Yeah, they get the elbow. No dap. You get the elbow. What up? What up? What up? How you doing today? No shaking hands with you, no sir.
But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But before we get out of here, I appreciate you giving your time. Let the people know which socials you got, what you got going on, and all that kind of stuff.
If you want to follow me, don't. Just come to a show. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, all my shit's private, so I don't like people. That's weird. You don't like people? No, it's not. It's people. It's what people always do. They give out the social. My shit is private because people are weirdos. Yeah, just come to open mic at State Theater and then come meet me in person. Don't send me a friend request without saying hello. You have no people. You're gonna get that. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a lot of people just send you friend requests. You be like, and they're gonna be commenting on your kids' pictures and shit. And you be like, who is this fucking weirdo?
Oh yeah. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
It definitely is. But
and then you got
let the people. So the theater is every first month?
Every third Thursday of the month. Every third Thursday of the month.
Every third Thursday of the month. Okay, man. I gotta
we're
check
back.
Out one of these days, man.
Yeah, July 18th, we're there. You sign up. Sign up is through bigtimeincomedy.com. You just sign up through there. And in charge of that is Eric Julcare and Stefan Sabatic. They are the two head members of Big Time in Comedy. They run a lot of shows in Maryland and Delaware and DC. Yeah, sign up through there, and the list cap 14. It depends. The list caps at 14. So if there's 14 comedians, you'll get like 5-6 minutes. But if it's less than that, I try to get people at least 10.
Okay.
I try to keep the show. Also, I try to keep the show tight, and keep it moving and stuff like that. And there's banter. I try to make my mic different than other mics. It's not just just go up there and tell you jokes, stuff like that. It's different from other mics. So that way, I try to keep people to keep coming and an audience keep coming. So it's different. The show's going to be different every time you come out and see it.
Okay, man. Because it's a lot of. You know what I noticed though, man? With a lot of these, just the open mics I've been to, man, it's a lot of ass jokes, man. Like I didn't like a shit in the tub kind of jokes. It's a lot of those. in Harford County.
Yeah, we gotta get you out more. We gotta get you out.
I got you. Gotta send me a list where I need to check out, man. I'm trying to check out new spots.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'll get you some people I know in Delaware that know other mics and shit. And probably is Jersey close to you too?
Oh yeah, Jersey. I live in Newcastle.
Okay, yeah, I got you, and yeah, I got you. I'm gonna send you a place to go on. I believe it's on Thursdays.
All right, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you giving me your time. 40 minutes, man. I appreciate it. I know everybody I just got off work at 6. So I appreciate your time, man.
No problem. I appreciate you, my dude.
All right, man. And this has been another episode of Rod Uncensored Podcast, and we're out.